So far we heard how the 8 Vasu, cursed by Vasisht, took their birth and how Bhishma was born. In today's story, let's hear how King Śantanu married Satyavati, the mother of Vyas, knowing full well that she was a fisherman's daughter. King Śantanu always used to go to forests on hunting expeditions. For 4 years, that king went out a-hunting with his son Bhishma and got the highest happiness. On one occasion, while he was shooting arrows at rhinoceros and boar, he went so far as to reach a forest on the banks of the Yamuna. There he began to smell an excellent, nice smell that could not be described in words. He tried to find out the source and wandered here and there on all sides of the forest. Thus, thinking of that smell, King Śantanu, being enchanted, followed to its source in the forest. At last he came to a spot on the banks of the Yamuna where a very beautiful girl, calm and quiet, was sitting. He found out that the above beautiful smell was coming out of her body. The form of the lady was extremely beautiful. The smell was very wonderful and captivating the hearts of all. The king was greatly surprised and was eager to know who the lady was, where she had come from. King Śantanu asked the girl, "Oh dear, who are you? Whose daughter are you? Why are you alone in this lovely forest? Are you married, or are you as yet unmarried? So answer to all these. Oh dear, describe in detail to me, who are you, and what do you intend to do?" When the king spoke, thus the girl replied, "O king! Know me as a fisherman's daughter, and I am completely under my father's command. O king of kings, I ferry travelers across this Yamuna river." Thus saying, the lady desisted. Śantanu then spoke to her, "I am the foremost of the Kuru family, so choose me as your husband. I have no other wife existing. My former dear wife has abandoned me and gone away, but I have not married since then. Now seeing you beautiful, in all respects I cannot bring my mind under control." Hearing these beautiful words of the king, the sweet-scented fisherman's daughter, though also turned extremely passionate, held patience and exclaimed, "O king, I also desire that which you have expressed. But what am I to do? My father alone can give me in marriage to you. So better ask my father for me." Thus, passionately pleased with these fascinating words of the lady, the king went to the fisherman's house for the lady. Seeing the king coming, the fisherman was greatly bewildered and astonished, and bowed down with great devotion. Śantanu said, "If you give me your daughter in marriage, I will certainly make her my legal wife." The fisherman replied, "O king, I will certainly give her to you, but, O great king, you wilt have to make her son the king of your kingdom. No other son of yours could be king after you." Hearing these words of the fisherman, the king Śantanu became very anxious. He remembered Ganga and could not speak anything. He, being sick with love, anxiously returned home. At this, the son Ganga, Bhishma, whose vow was equal to that of the gods, marking that the king was being troubled with some thought, went to him and asked why he was anxious. King Śantanu felt much ashamed and said, "O son, this is now my gravest care, that you are my only son. You are a hero, very powerful, honored, and never showing your back in battles. Therefore, if, out of ill luck, you become dead in some battlefield, I will become issueless. Under such circumstances, what am I to do? So, O son, my life is fruitless when I have got only one son. This is my gravest care. Therefore, I am sorry. O son, I have no other cares that I can mention to you." Hearing these words of the father, Ganga called the old ministers and said that the king was too ashamed to speak out to me the real matter. So I ask you all to know exactly the king's cares and communicate them to me as they are. I can carry them out. At these Bhishma's words, the ministers went to the king and learned the true cause and spoke to Bhishma. Learning this, he began to think what ought to be done. The Ganga's son Bhishma, then, accompanied by the ministers, quickly went to the house of the fisherman and with words of humility and affection spoke. "I pray to you to give your beautiful daughter in marriage to my father. Your daughter will be my mother, and I will be her servant." The fisherman then said, "O prince, then the king's son will not be able to become king in your presence, so kindly marry yourself my daughter." At this Bhishma again said, "Let your daughter be my mother. I will never accept the kingdom. The son of your daughter will, no doubt, become king." The fisherman said, "I know your words are true, but if your son be powerful, he can take forcibly the kingdom for himself." At this Bhishma again said, "O sire, know my words as true, I will never marry. From today I have accepted this difficult vow." Hearing this firm resolve of Bhishma, the fisherman gave over his beautiful daughter to the king Shantanu. Thus Shantanu married the dear Satyavati, but he was quite unaware of the wonderful birth of Vyas Deva,